You're listening to a production of the National Media Archive. To learn more or volunteer, go to nationalmediaarchive.com.
Imagine for a second that your qualifications and credentials are no longer the primary currency of creativity. What if, instead, it all boiled down to your imagination? With AI tools, we're truly getting a resetted chance to imagine again, to blend human intuition with machine power. You might be wondering, is this just hype? But look around. The skills that once took years to master can now be supercharged or even replaced by artificial intelligence. The real differentiator? Imagination. Let me tell you a story. My name's Manon, Chief Product Officer at Mindvalley. Today, I want you to walk away knowing not just that AI can do amazing things, but that you can steer, inject your creativity into the process. We'll blend AI with a human touch, exploring photorealistic imagery, space design, marketing edits, and even music production, all possible in hours, not weeks. So, are you ready to see how far your imagination can go when AI is your co-pilot? Let's start with generating images that look as real as photographs. The technical term? Generative AI, using tools like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. Imagine you need a campaign shot of a Sierra Leonean teenager, happy, backpack in the city. The setup is simple. Define your output and subject. Output means the kind of image is cinematic, fashion, productive in the mood. The subject? That's your main character or object. Conflict arises when you realize, wait, I don't have a studio, models, or even a camera. But with generative AI, you just describe it. Resolution. You type your vision into the prompt, and AI gives you options that would take a traditional creative team days to produce. It's like having a virtual photography crew at your fingertips. Now, you might ask, but can it get the details right? That's where we move to background and emphasis. Background set the stage. Want your subject in a bustling market, on a serene beach, or in a futuristic city? Just specify it in your prompt. In AI terms, this means leveraging dataset corpuses. Think of them as massive dictionaries of visual tags. But here's the twist. You can emphasize certain colors or styles using keywords like yellow core or cinema core. These references tell the AI which range of hex codes or color shades to focus on. Now, the challenge is that AI doesn't always know what you mean by cinematic. That's where you step in as the director, refining prompts until you get the look you want. Resolution? With a few tweaks, you get images that truly match your creative vision, often with richer color grading or mood than you'd expect from stock photography. Isn't it wild that the only limit here is your ability to describe what you see in your mind's eye? Have you ever wondered why some photos just pop? It's usually down to camera settings aperture, focal length, film type. With generative AI, you can mimic these technical details. Setup. You want an image with shallow depth of field, maybe a wide-angle lens look. In your prompt, add Foam 0.8 35mm Kodak Portra 400. The conflict. Without technical knowledge, it's easy to feel lost. But here's the trick. Think of these as flavor notes. Aperture is like how much background blur you want. Film type is the Instagram filter of the AI world. Resolution? Experiment. The more you play with these details, the more control you have over the final image. Suddenly, you're not just generating art, you're directing a virtual photo shoot. So next time you want that vintage film vibe or crisp digital look, you're just a prompt away. AI tools evolve fast. For example, Midjourney's version 5.2 introduced a mind-blowing feature, zoom out. This lets you expand an image beyond its original frame, revealing new details AI imagines on the fly. Picture this. You generate a stunning portrait but need a wider scene. Instead of starting over, you zoom out. AI invents what's outside the original picture, like widening a movie shot. The conflict? Older versions lack this flexibility. You'd be stuck cropping or reprompting, losing continuity. With the new version, you can pan, custom zoom, and even move the frame in any direction. It's like having a camera crane in your digital studio. Imagine the storytelling possibilities. You start with a close-up, then reveal an entire world, all generated in seconds. Let's get hands-on. Suppose you want an underwater shot of Atlantis, complete with unicorns and a 10-armed octopus. Sounds impossible, right? Not with AI image generators. Setup. You enter your prompt underwater fashion shoot, Atlantis, unicorns, octopus with 10 arms, the conflict. The real world can't deliver this, but AI can. Now, you might be thinking, but that's pure fantasy. And that's the point. AI breaks the boundaries of reality, enabling you to create what's never existed. Resolution. In seconds, you have several photorealistic options. You pick the best and even zoom out for more context or drama. This isn't just about art, it's about translating your wildest ideas into visuals. No technical skills required. Everyone knows Photoshop, but have you tried generative fill? This AI-powered feature lets you expand, modify, or even replace objects in your image with a simple text prompt. Imagine you're in a hotel room with no TV. Just select the wall, type large flat-screen TV, and Photoshop conjures one up, no drawing skills needed. The conflict? Traditional editing is slow and complex. Selecting, masking, blending it's tedious, but generative fill does it in seconds and offers multiple options. Want a chandelier? Select the ceiling, type teardrop crystal chandelier, and voila, AI decorates for you. Direct address. Next time you need to mock up a new product or redesign a space, skip the manual work and let AI do the heavy lifting. Let's talk marketing. Say you've got an iconic ad campaign but want to update the productive water bottle instead of a soda, maybe sunglasses instead of a watch. Setup. You upload the image, use generative fill to swap objects. Technical term here, contextual inpainting. Think of it as digital surgery AI stitches new elements seamlessly. Conflict. In the past, this required hours of painstaking work and expert skills. Now, it's minutes and a few clicks. Resolution. You preview multiple variations, pick the best, and your new campaign is ready to launch. No more costly reshoots. Quick tip next time you're iterating on ad concepts, let AI handle the grunt work so you can focus on strategy and storytelling. Ever dreamed of making your own soundtrack, but felt intimidated by music software? AI tools like Google's MusicLM turn text prompts into fully produced tracks. Setup. You type soulful R, B with horns and piano. The AI generates a waveform. Think of it as your song's DNA ready to drop into your project. Conflict. Mastering music production used to take years, learning DAWs, digital audio workstations, and sound design. Now, you can prototype ideas instantly. Resolution. Use AI for the heavy lifting, then tweak the output in your favorite software. Even if you're not a musician, you can create polished tracks for videos, ads, or podcasts. Direct address. Don't let lack of musical training stop you. AI is your collaborator, not your competitor. Now, let's bring images and music together. Tools like RunwayML allow you to sequence AI-generated stills into moving video. Frame interpolation, here's the technical bit smooths, the transitions between images. Setup. You generate a series of zoomed-out images in Midjourney, import them into Runway, and let AI animate the sequence. Conflict. Traditional animation requires storyboards, frame-by-frame edits, and lots of patience. Here, AI handles the hard part, stitching your story together in minutes. Resolution. You layer your AI-generated music on top using tools like Canva or Premiere, and suddenly, you've got a complete video film crew required. Direct address. If you've ever wanted to make your ideas move, there's never been a better or easier time to start. So, what does all this mean for you? AI can generate, remix, and enhance content at lightning speed. But here's the twist. The most valuable asset is still your unique perspective. Setup. AI is the ultimate assistant, but it only goes as far as your imagination leads it. Conflict. With so many tools, it's easy to feel like creativity is being automated away. But the truth? AI removes barriers so you can focus on ideas, not process. Resolution. By blending AI's capabilities with your vision, you become the director, the artist, the producer. The reset is real. All that matters now is what you dream up next. So, what will you imagine? The stage is yours. Let AI handle the rest.